Hey everybody, Side Gig Guy here. Before we get started with the readout for Tuesday on our challenge, I just wanted to say thank you again to all the new subscribers. We're just gaining subscribers every day. But I forgot to announce the winner of the 100th subscriber award. That is Cheese McSqueeze. Cheese McSqueeze, you win for being the 100th public subscriber to my channel. Thank you very much. I sent you a $25 Venmo, and also that gets me a personalized URL on YouTube. So now it's YouTube/SideGigGuy. So thank you very much for that. We'll have other awards and prizes as we move along, probably about 250 subscribers. But let's talk about Tuesday. And we'll start off where we always start off, with gas. With our cashback discount, we only spent $14.40 on gas today. And also, as usual, here's some of our pre-dawn deliveries. It was just too dark to film, but you can see that we kept pretty busy and had some pretty good runs. But as usual, even though we have some good runs now and then, there's a few declines sprinkled in there as well. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. It's just one click of your mouse, and I promise I won't bother you with any spam or anything like that. And then you get to keep up to date. Happy Monday. Good morning, everybody. We've been up since dawn, and we've got over $50 in the books, and so we're moving right along. We're kind of in that lull period right now, just before lunch, but we just got another shop and deliver order, so guess what it's time for? It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Beat the Clock. And today's clock is brought to you by the folks at DoorDash. The $20 clock and the shop clock are what we have to beat. Today's $20 clock will be set at 39 minutes based on a $13 offer that we accepted at 10:03 a.m. The shop clock is set at 10 minutes today because we have 4 items to actually purchase. So let's go. It's time to beat the clock. I walked into the Walgreens and I was pretty confident that I could do this, even though it took me almost 13 minutes to actually get to the store. Nevertheless, I was there and I looked at all the items that we had, and I wasn't really familiar with any of these items that I saw. But I went into the store and I tried to find the razors first, and the first one I scanned, it wasn't the right packaging. It was too many blades or too few blades. So I picked up the one next to it, and that one was also the wrong one. So then I noticed there were a bunch on the third shelf, and I picked those up, and yes, that was it. This polo thing I couldn't find anywhere in the store, and I kept checking for it, but I did find the Axe body spray real quick, and I went ahead and scanned that, and now I'm 2 down and 2 to go. I once again looked everywhere for the polo and couldn't find it, so I went over to the body wash. The body wash was in with all the other body washes, so that took a little bit of time and looking around to figure out where is this particular scent of body wash. But I finally did find it, and now it was just left to the polo. The problem was this was behind the counter, so I had to get an associate to get it for me. It was almost $70 just for that item. And I did beat the clock. 6 minutes and 51 seconds of shopping time. So now it's time for me to do the harder part, the delivery side. I only have about 20 minutes remaining on the $20 an hour clock, and I'm racing towards the customer's house at breakneck speed as usual. This was originally 39 minutes. Like I said, it took us 12 minutes to get to the store and about 7 minutes of shopping. That's why the timer was at 20 minutes when we started driving. I hate this red light. It's the longest red light in my zone. Everyone gets to go before me. I'm never coming from that other way, and when I am, the other way gets the green arrow. Okay, now we're rolling again. In case you were wondering why I didn't show the video of driving to the Walgreens, I was actually at my house when I got that order, and I didn't want to divulge too much about where Side Guy's secret lair actually is. So we just started filming the dash cam from when we left Walgreens. Okay, only 13 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. I've got to find this house soon. And lo and behold, there it is. With 12 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock, I beat the $20 an hour shot clock as well. I can relax and mosey up to the door. I've got plenty of time. So once again, thank you for playing along with Beat the Clock. We beat the shop clock and the $20 an hour clock. All right, I did it again. Beat both clocks. That one was a little more challenging though, because there was stuff locked behind a counter that it took me forever to find, and then I had to find somebody to unlock the counter. We beat the shop clock, and we beat the $20 an hour clock. I'll put here in the video exactly how much we would have made per hour, or did make per hour, I should say. And let's go out and get some more deliveries done. We'll get this one next, so let's go. And now, before we tie a ribbon on this day, I'd like to give out an honorable mention to the best tip of the week. This ended up as a stacked order and started with 2 different destinations. The first person stiffed me and didn't give any tip at all. But the second person gave the biggest tip that I got this whole week. And as I'm driving down the road to make the drop off at the second place, I get a clue as to who it might be. I'm looking down the street and I notice off to my left a bucket truck. What's that, you say? A bucket truck from the local cable company. I can see it's all painted green in their new green initiative. So I pull in and I make my drop off, and I'm very excited to find that I get a fantastic tip from this Xfinity Comcast employee. Thank you for this $11 tip. If you happen to see this video, please mention something in the comments so that I can know who it is. So here's how we did today. From Uber, we got $41.71. From DoorDash, we got $98 even. That gave us a grand total today of $139.71. Probably our worst day so far since we've been doing this challenge. So if we look at the 4 days grand total, we're falling behind. We only have $720 in the books. Thanks for watching. I hope the car wash isn't too loud. We're just kind of going through, and something struck me as I was going through. If you're going to do DoorDash or any of the side gigs, Uber, Amazon, as a living, and expect to make a living, you have to have a car that gets good gas mileage. There's no other way around it. And people ask me all the time, when I report my budget, and they go, is that after fuel and is that after wear and tear? Well, I always start by saying, look, it is noisy. There's no way this is going to come out. Let's keep rolling though. There's my fuel right now. So I reset that every time I get gas, it resets. So you can see it's 51 miles to the gallon that I've gotten since I started today, and I've already almost driven close to 100 miles. So I've only used 2 gallons of gas. 2 gallons of gas is all I've used today. So that's how I can make it. You've got to have a car that has good gas mileage. There's no other way around it. And then also, every shift, put away a certain amount of money for wear and tear and for another new car. I put away 9 cents per mile for maintenance. That's what the internet says it costs to take care of a car. It's 9 cents a mile. And then I also put away an additional 30 cents per mile. And that's so that when I get 100,000 miles, I'll have $30,000. And I figure, well, that's enough cash to buy a car, and I'll probably be able to drive this for more than 100,000. All right, we're almost through the wind tunnel. We got this run to go pick up. Should probably stop goofing off and get to work.